All right, so after some guys at work were talking to me about putting out some more content related to training, I decided to go ahead and give in and get one of these dash mounted things so I can do some recording while I'm driving, because I didn't realize how much I'm on the road. So this morning I'm coming back from the fire station. I was out there working with Fire Academy folks this morning. So anyway, I've got some time while I'm driving, so I will go ahead and start talking about different stuff related to training, nutrition, recovery, all that. So I'll go ahead, but before I get into it, if there's specific things you guys want to see or want to know more about, just shoot me a message and say, hey, I want to learn more about this topic, and that'll give me some ideas for the next videos. So anyway, I'll just leave you with this one. So Peter Drucker once said that efficiency is doing things right and effectiveness is doing the right things. So how I think about this, obviously that applies, it's pretty straightforward. It applies to a ton of areas of life, but especially when you're looking at training, are you even doing the correct exercises that you need to be doing, and are you doing them well at a high level? So, for example, if your leg movements consist of you trying to do squats on a Bosu ball for whatever reason, I would challenge that and say, is that being effective with your time? My answer would be no, but so I would shift it and say, hey, let's do a front squat or a goblet squat or back squat or whatever. That's going to be much more effective. And the efficiency of that would be performing that variation at a higher level. Can you do it better? Can you add more load to the bar while maintaining technique? Things like that. So take a step back and look at your training and really think about it and say, be honest with yourself. Are you being efficient? Are you being effective? And then break it down from there. So the big movement patterns, as I'm sure you've heard 100 times before, but just to reinforce, the big movement patterns you want to look at. Number one, train movement patterns, not muscles, most of the time. And then you can train muscles later, but specifically if we want to get generally in better condition, generally stronger, generally feeling better, you're going to be better off training the movement patterns. And those patterns are squatting, deadlifting, vertical pushing, vertical pulling, horizontal pushing, horizontal pulling, and carrying, all sorts of different ways. If you do those at least once a week, and you do them on a routine basis, and you pick out the variation that you want to work on for the next 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks or whatever, and just focus on trying to add a little more weight to the bar, I promise you'll be in a better position than you are right now. And a lot of people get caught up in trying to train muscles specifically. So they'll focus on, just doing a chest fly because they want to feel it in their chest a little bit more. Or I might talk with folks about, guys will say, well, I want to have bigger arms. Well, if you want to have bigger arms, do some heavy weighted chins and do some weighted push-ups. Believe me, if you push those hard, your arms will develop just fine. If you want to do some extra stuff on the side, that's fine. You can do that. You can target those smaller muscles. It's not going to hurt anything, but it just comes down to, what do you want to do with, what's your target goal, number one, but number two, those resources in terms of recovery are finite. You only have so many resources to draw from. Okay, so people in Spokane don't know how to drive, man. It's crazy. Anyway, you only have so many resources to draw from, so just thinking about that, are you getting into effective and efficient volume, or are you just making yourself more tired and taking away from your ability to perform your next training session? So anyway, I'll leave you with that. If you have questions about anything, comment, reach out anytime. Travis@dynamichp.net. All right, have a good one.